What's up guys? Welcome to the Fact. In this video, I'm gonna take you guys through a very interesting story about a man who was being searched by America's top agency FBI and CIA since last 40 years and he was never being found. On the day of 24th November 1971, a mid-aged man boarded a flight from Portland, Oregon to Seattle, Washington. He was having a suitcase and his ticket was said to be paid in cash. He identified himself as D.B. Cooper. There was nothing unusual until the flight took off, but after the flight took off, the man signaled a flight attendant named Florence and handed over a note to her. The note read that he was carrying a bomb in his suitcase. Initially, she didn't take the man seriously, but when the flight attendant passed by the man again, he told her to read the note because he was having a bomb on board. The initial reaction of the flight attendant was very casual as she thought that the man was playing some silly tricks with her, but the man showed a glimpse of his suitcase and the flight attendant was stunned to see the wires and explosives in there. The flight attendant went to the pilots to inform about the same along with all the demands of Cooper. Cooper had demanded 2 front parachute, 2 back parachute and a bag filled with $200,000 in cash and also a fuel truck waiting for them at Seattle airport. The pilots informed the same to the ATC controllers and in return the pilots were instructed to comply all the Cooper's demand and instructions. Until then the flight kept on hovering over Seattle until each and every demand of Cooper was procured. Later on the flight landed and all the 36 passengers on the aircraft were allowed to deboard. Once the refueling was done, Cooper demanded to take off for Mexico City with 2 pilots, 1 flight engineer and the flight attendant. He also demanded that the plane should fly very low and also low in speed. So the flight was flying at an altitude of 10,000 feet with 250 knots. He went to the rear of the plane and daringly jumped out of the plane mid-air. The area that he jumped was somewhere near southwestern of Washington, but he was never ever found again. But later on in the year 1980, there was some evidence found when a young boy was exploring the bank of Columbia River and he came across a stack of currencies total of $5,800. It was confirmed by the authority that the serial number of the currency notes matched the notes that were handed over to the Cooper. There was an extensive search that was carried out to find a dead body, but the dead body was never found and it was never proved that if Cooper survived the fall or died on the spot. FBI spent around 45 years to identify the real identity of Cooper, but they were never able to find so. After 45 years, the investigation was called off due to lack of evidence. Later on, there was a documentary that was made on D.B. Cooper and the documentary claimed that Cooper was alive in Ohio and later on settled in San Diego, California. But there was never a concrete evidence that was found about the real identity of Cooper. That's interesting, right? See you in the next video with another amazing story. Stay tuned for more to the fact.